Hello everyone and welcome back to the Blackfoot Book Club for volume 21 of my Liverpool Football Club, the Retro Series. And this edition is brought to you with added iconic commentary from ITV commentator of the day, Brian Moore. The 21st in my retrospective series takes us back in a time machine to 4 decades past, and with the Reds of Liverpool on a ridiculous run of wins that would catapult them to both a League Cup final triumph at Wembley and Shankly's bread and butter of the League Division 1 title, whilst their host Chelsea were a Division 2 team on the precipice of a promotion back to the country's Premier League. Iconic ITV commentator Brian Moore described the 41,422 crowd inside Stamford Bridge for this FA Cup 5th round tie as bubbling, and further cemented those days of a long ago footballing past by describing the host Chelsea as having white stockings rather than socks, with Liverpool in the dark strip rather than the plainly obvious and similarly iconic or red white stockings. Football was clearly far sexier back in the 1980s. Not so Mickey Droy, the fearsomely bearded Chelsea central defender, but sexy or not, he and his Division 2 team kept a clean sheet against the country's informed team to cause the shock of the FA Cup 5th round. Droy combined with Colin Pates, Mike Fillery, Clive Walker and Colin Lee to form the spine of the team, aided and abetted by the flying wing play of Peter Rhodes-Brown in a team I vaguely remember from my youth, but a team that would triumph comprehensively over a full-strength visiting Reds of Liverpool. From Bruce Grobbelaar in goal, through a defence of Alan Kennedy, Alan Hansen, Mark Lawrenson and Phil Neal, an all-star and all-time midfield of locally born Terry McDermott and Sammy Lee, fresh-faced Ronnie Whelan, and the grizzled winner that was Graham Souness, and topped off by a forward line, the forward line, of Kenny Dalglish and Ian Rush. The hosts, blue shirts, blue shorts, white stockings, were on a run of just one defeat in their last 14 League and Cup games going into this crucial FA Cup tie, and their visitors in the All Red had won 9 of their last 11 games in all competitions, scoring 30 and conceding just 4 in the process. On a surprisingly good February pitch, only God will know how they played football on such atrocious pitches back in the day. Chelsea had by far the better of the opening exchanges, with Peter Rhodes-Brown in particular stretching Liverpool's defensive line with forays along either wing, a scuff shot, a dangerous cross, and it was he who would start and finish the game's opening goal. Goal! Chelsea 1, Liverpool 0, Rhodes-Brown, 8 minutes. Has he got the nerve to hold on? He has! As Terry McDermott dithered just inside the Liverpool half of the field, Peter Rhodes-Brown didn't, dispossessing him with a deft tackle that saw the ball bounce free to striker Colin Lee. Lee tried to control the resultant loose ball, but instead inadvertently cushioned it into the running path of Rhodes-Brown, who sprinted clear of an absent defence and with only Bruce Grobbelaar to beat, crashed his left-footed drive perfectly into the far corner of the Liverpool net. 8 minutes in and the Division 2 team had a precious lead. How their lead stayed intact until half-time, perhaps only the footballing gods of yesteryear know. The Reds laid siege to the Blues' goal from here on in, with 20 goals and counting Ian Rush, hitting the post, scruffily shooting wide when perhaps he should have scored, blazing over the crossbar and having a tame shot saved by Chelsea goalkeeper Steve Francis. The attacking waves continued. Alan Hansen's through ball to Terry McDermott saw him force a fine save again from the Blues goalkeeper Steve Francis. A Kenny Dalglish corner was brilliantly controlled and volleyed in one movement by McDermott, who then saw his spectacular volley crash against the Chelsea crossbar, and Alan Hansen provided another of his typically flamboyant and mazy runs forward that ended with a shot fizzing past Francis's far post, with the goalkeeper beaten. To top an all-round attacking first half show from the Reds, Graham Souness's free kick was tamely headed goalwards by Ronnie Whelan for an easy save for the Chelsea goalkeeper, and both Hansen and Whelan combined to create a goal-scoring chance for Kenny Dalglish, who skied his chance way over the Blues crossbar. The second half continued in the same vein of attack versus defence, with Liverpool increasing the tempo of their game with quickly taken free kicks and corners. 3 corners were forced in the opening minutes of the second half as they penned Chelsea firmly inside their own half, but a defence marshalled by that grizzled veteran Mickey Droy refused to buckle. Chances came and went for the Reds, but they were half chances at best, and they never threatened to call upon the Chelsea goalkeeper into making a serious save. On the hour mark, the clearest goal-scoring chance of the half so far fell to Chelsea defender Colin Pates, who found himself in an attacking position and from the edge of the penalty area forced a fine flying save from Grobbelaar in the Reds' goal. Liverpool countered with yet another quickly taken corner, a short one this time as Souness combined with Kennedy before curling a return pass for Whelan to finally force a serious save from Francis in the Chelsea goal. And then, as fate would have it, the home team Blues would steal a second and decisive goal from a quickly taken free kick of their own with just 5 minutes remaining. Goal! Chelsea 2, Liverpool 0. Lead, 85 minutes. Grobbelaar in trouble. It's a goal! Colin Lee! Midway inside the Liverpool half, Ronnie Whelan crudely tackled striker and eventual goal scorer Colin Lee. As Whelan angrily berated those in the red shirts around him, Kevin Hale's quickly taken free kick reached the dangerous Clive Walker in the Reds' penalty area. Walker's left-footed cross bounced between Bruce Grobbelaar and Phil Neal, and as they came together, Colin Lee gleefully smashed the free ball into a very empty Liverpool net. With the game and cup tie over, and one of those infamous FA Cup shocks about to come to a conclusion, the only noteworthy addition is Graham Souness's horrendous and ugly 2-footed challenge that would see a red card in sending off today, and should have done so on the 13th of February of 4 decades past. And that was volume 21 of Liverpool Football Club, the Retro Series, in support of my self-published book, Chasing the Impossible and the Sword of Damocles. It's a book I'm immensely proud of. It's a book of my heart and my soul. Go on, buy it, it's nearly Christmas. Anyway, I'll leave you in peace and solidarity. And I thank you once again for watching. Go on, buy that book. Peace, everyone.